All right, so let's answer some questions about first month being monetized on YouTube. So I know I've had a handful of people asking me, and a while back I had somebody commenting on one of my pages. Amazing comments. I put up a post about it, called it my first hater, but thinking that I made astronomical money on YouTube. So a couple of reasons why I want to make this is just to let people know what it takes to get monetized and what to expect in my situation of how much content I'm putting out and how much time's invested and what type of content it is and all that type of stuff. There's not a lot out there as far as actual numbers. A lot of people don't want to put numbers out there. And when I was first getting started, I did a bunch of research to see what it took to get monetized and what you got paid once you did get monetized and all that. And you can find dribs and drabs here and there. I'm hoping this will cover a lot of it in one video. Now let's start off as a baseline. I'm a nobody. I have a car channel that I put some car content on, but the first channel that I got monetized on was my house project. I bought an abandoned house, abandoned 17 years, and it was a hoarder house before that. So I've been covering that since day one, clearing the driveway to the emptying, the gutting, all the trials and tribulations and all that stuff. So that's the type of content that this monetization talk is about. It's probably covered under like landscaping, clean outs, house renovations, and such like that, construction, and so on, and abandoned houses. There's a bunch of different categories that it could probably fit into. So that's all I can speak of on this method. What did it take to get monetized? All right, so first off, YouTube requires you to have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours within 12 months on long form videos. I don't do the shorts. I forget what that is. It was like 50,000 hours of shorts or something. It was astronomical on shorts. So 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours within 12 months. Those are the two key ingredients you need to meet to be considered for what they call the YouTube partner program. So once you reach those, they go over it and they make sure your channel's legit, probably make sure you're not just resharing other people's information, make sure it's your own content and whatnot. So like you have to go through a part where you literally facial scan, all different directions so they can confirm your content is you and whatnot. And that takes some time. I think it took about a month to be able to get through that one part of it. And then after that, before you get your first pay, they pay out basically every month. And before they consider sending you out a paycheck, you have to reach $100 worth of monetized money, $100 worth of pay from them. So you can't set everything up at first. Like you don't just get monetized, you say, here's my bank account number and this is who I am. No, you have to get through, you give them your tax information and all that type of stuff. And then once you did get past that $100 mark, then they send you an invite into the actual partner program where you have to go in, you have to put in your bank accounts, and they do a test run of like 15 cents or something like that to make sure it's your account, and you have to report back with what how much was deposited, all that. So that's just a big jumble to get to that point. Now to get to that 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, and all that, to get to be accepted into it, it took me 40 videos. So I posted 40 videos, no pay at all. and I was posting a video almost daily. For a long time now, I have been posting a video pretty much every day. So my first month that I was monetized, it was February, 28 days in the month, and I posted a video every day, and long format video, and they varied in anywhere from just under 10 minutes to, I think, just under a half an hour maybe on that first month. So I posted 28 videos. So at the time, actually at the time that I did get monetized, I did have 1,000 subscribers, and I had 44,100 views, 7,500 watch hours, and 28 videos. So that seems like a good amount, but basically my whole first month monetized, I was just over 1,000 subscribers. Still not very much higher than that. If you want to share this so I can grow a little bit, I'd appreciate it. But anyway, now let's break down my first month's pay was for 28 videos. Now I want to break down what it takes to make the videos first. Each video, on average, when I'm done with my workday and everything, and I grab my two phones that I'm recording with and everything else, and I sit down and I transfer data from one to the other, and I start editing the videos, cropping out stuff, and editing it where I forgot to shut one off when I left for lunch or something like that, shorten those up, add sound to the time lapse, speed up the time lapses, add some wording in here and there, and edit it all down into another video and make that video. Then uploading it to YouTube. Then I gotta upload it to YouTube. I gotta make everything into it, what type of content it is, and give a description and give a title for it and all that jazz. And the title, they only allow you so many words, so many letters, so you gotta you go to put it in and there's not enough letters to write out what you want it to, so then you gotta back up and reword it all that jazz. So every little step, on average, from sitting down with all the content recorded to getting it uploaded to YouTube, averages about 3 hours. Now, and that 3 hours is strictly just editing and posting, uploading, waiting for it to upload. Then once it gets uploaded, they check it, make sure it's approved for being monetized, make sure there's nothing sketchy or copied or anything like that. And then you got to wait for the alert, the message back saying that it passed. Then you got to go back in, and then you got to edit it and allow the monetization, and so on. And so that's on average 3 hours per video. Some are a lot more, some are a little bit less, but that's about that. Now, and then, so 3 hours per video, edit, post. So that's 3 hours editing, posting, and all that uploading mumbo jumbo. Now you got to add on to that, because I'm not just having a smooth work day. I have to stop, take a recording of what I'm doing at the moment. Like I do a stop video in the beginning, and then I start doing the time lapse. So I got to pick where the camera is going to go, set it up, start that time lapse recording. Keep alert of where the camera is. Am I in front of the camera? Am I back to it? Am I blocking what I'm doing? Whatever. So throughout the day, you have to pay attention to the camera. So that's in the back of your mind. You have a distraction. So that's a little bit to keep you not focused and being efficient. But the other thing is throughout the day, you have to keep moving that camera as you're going along. Move it over to the table saw, move it to the wall you're building, move it here, move it to the dumpster where you're crushing it in, move it to the inside when you're carrying trash out. So all that is a stop, because you got to stop and say I'm moving stuff out to the dumpster, and I stop, I move the camera, I put it out near the dumpster, and then I walk back inside, get what I was doing, carry that out to walk into the dumpster, and then come in, come out, do another load, come out, grab the camera, bring it back in, set that back up, and then start over in there again. That's time. Every time I have to stop and do a update video of pointing out something that I'm doing or why I'm doing it a certain way, so you guys just don't have like an hour-long time lapse with nothing filling in the void. All that takes time. So I would say personally, I think mine is probably about a 2-hour disruption in an average work day, and an average work day is one video. So that 3 hours now becomes 5 hours. Keep that in mind. So that's 5 hours essentially to kind of make the video, edit, post. First month, and what I actually got paid was $191.16. Now that's for 28 videos. Now don't jump off just yet. I want you to follow through and see all of this come through, and I'll explain it all, why I want to go into detail, so you're not surprised. So sorry, I got an itchy nose. There's a lot of pollen today, and that's probably what it is. So anyway, so $191.16 for 28 videos. And if you divide that $191.16 into 28 videos, that's $6.80 per video. Now break that down per hour. So it takes me 5 hours on average to make the video, post the video, and all that jazz. That brings it down to $1.36 per hour for making the videos. And like I said, it's slowing me down throughout the day. So it is costing me my efficiency during the day to be making the videos. So there is a cost. It's not just set up the camera and you're done with it and you're just posting it and that's it. Again, sorry about the itchy nose. And that is not replying to any comments. A lot of YouTubers won't respond to comments. That's why I wanted to break this up. A lot of YouTubers won't respond to comments, so that's not even a factor. I try and respond to as many as possible. I know sometimes I miss, sometimes I'm crazy busy, and I might miss comments on a whole video. And I do apologize about that. I care about all you guys. I appreciate your support and all that. So, as I've told people in the past, if you have a comment that I haven't responded to and you want an answer, comment on the next video or re-comment on that one and I should get a new alert on it. So anyway, now if you factor in comments on average per video, I could spend 2 hours between reading, digesting, and responding and typing out replies to all the comments. So now that takes that 5 hours per video. Now makes that 7 hours per video. Now, say that's 7 hours. That's somebody's average work day. They can work a lot of people can work an 8-hour work day, have 2 breaks and a lunch, so they're actually only working 7 hours. Now, if you factor in 7 hours at that $6.80 per video, that brings it down to 96 cents per hour, under $1 an hour to make these videos. Now, I'm doing this as the experience to document my build for the future because it's going to be my forever house and all that jazz and whatnot. One of my neighbors driving by. So, and I'm trying to get better at the YouTube because my car channel will go on far beyond the house channel. The house channel can only go as far as the house is done, the garage is done, property's fully landscaped, which probably still got another 1.5 years on all of that stuff. So you guys will still get plenty, my regular subscribers. So anyway, now that is for 28 videos. Now if we backtrack, it took me 40 videos in order to get to the point of monetized. So at the point of my first pay that came through on YouTube, I had posted 68 videos. I think it was 68. Where is it? Yeah, 68 videos in total. Now, if you think about it, those first 40 videos, their investment into getting to that point. But if you want to put a dollar figure on your time, which all our time is worth money, of how much time was invested to get to that first paycheck, you're talking that $191.16 divided by 68 videos, that's $2.18 per video. And that brings it down to, not 100% sure on this, 30, 60, it's probably about right. 40 cents per hour is what it brings it down to. 40 cents per hour. So 2.5 hours to earn $1. So that is the basic walk down of what it actually takes to get to the point of being monetized. Now, as I move forward, months after that, each month grew a little bit. I'm still, I think I'm somewhere around 1,300 subscribers right now. So it's not like my channel grew immensely. It's only been a handful of months. But it's only grown a little bit. So my pay has gone up a little bit, not much. I'll probably do a follow-up video on maybe the next 2 months after this or something like that. But it didn't grow much. So that first section of 68 videos to get $191 at 40 cents per hour on averaging it out, it doesn't seem very much worth it. But I'm hoping in the long run that it will pay off a little bit, and if not, I have everything documented on the whole house build and property cleanup and all that stuff to look back on for many years to come, and that'll give me some sort of joy to look back and see that. I'm hoping that the car channel takes off, and if you have any questions on what it takes and all that stuff, feel free to comment. I'll be trying my damnedest to respond to every comment I can and answer any questions I can. I hold no secrets. My life is an open book. I'm a single man, and I don't have to hide things or check with the wife or anything like that. Like, I'm an open book. I got nothing to hide. I'm just me doing my thing. So anyway, that's my first month monetized, broken down so all of you can understand it, and hopefully it helps a couple of you guys so you don't have great expectations getting into this right away. Of course, there's actually a decent amount of traffic on my street, but anyway, if I was more driven, more tech savvy, and more in it for the money, I definitely could have done better. There's a lot about marketing yourself and getting all the right taglines in there and hashtags and keywords and descriptions and ooh ahs on the first, like the screen or the first part of the video that starts and all that stuff. And I'm just out here trying to be me and see what happens, because some people can be chameleons and like go from being somebody that's just, you know, I'm a shy, awkward guy. I said it to one of my friends. He was like, "Oh, where do you want the cars parked for this video?" Because I did a video on drag racing, and I was like, "Oh, whatever you guys want to do," and there's no pressure to do anything. He's like, "You're the movie star," and I'm like, "I'm not the movie star." And I said something. What was it? I was like, "I'm just a shy, awkward guy posting stuff on YouTube. That's it, and that's just me. I'm genuinely a shy, awkward guy, just trying to do my thing, and let's see where it goes." You know, I'm really hoping that the car channel will take off, and if you guys can share this, I'd appreciate it, and hopefully it helps some of you guys out, and hopefully it'll help out my channel a little bit, maybe not. But my house channel is Charlie Does It, and the automotive channel with mainly classic cars and stuff like that is Poor Charlie's Customs. And this is not my shirt. This is Puddin's Fab Shop. He's a good guy on YouTube to watch. So anyway, long story short, that's what it is. That's what it takes. Tell me what you guys would like to see in more detail about the monetization process, or the recording and posting, anything I might be able to help you with. I mean, if I get 50,000 comments, something crazy, this thing takes off, then obviously I can't respond to all of them. I will do my damnedest. I'm a genuine guy, and see what we can do. But if this is your first time to my channel, check out my channel. If you really want to know where this started, you got to go back to the first video and you can see how bad this property was. And here's a couple of my project cars sitting here and here, and I got a 55 Chevy over there, and then I got a 46 Chevy Fleetline on the other side, and whatnot. So anyway, thank you for stopping in. Hopefully this answered your questions. I think this end rambled on a little longer than it should have, and I do apologize for that. So anyway, get out there and try it if you have the free time. Do not take time off of work to go instant. You have to make this your free time, at least to the point where you get monetized. Like, get that hurdle, see if there's interest, see if you can take off, and then once it gets monetized, then judge how you're going to approach it from there. But don't think you're going to be an overnight success, but don't write it out that you can't be, because I've seen plenty of people on YouTube that were just like myself, just shy, awkward, not comfortable in front of the camera and all that stuff, and they got comfortable and they just took off. And I'm in the middle of a life restart, and I'm hoping mine will take off to a little extent. I don't expect it to take off like Puddin's Fab Shop or anything like that, but hopefully it'll take off a little bit, so it's a little supplemental income, because I do enjoy doing the car stuff and the house stuff and whatnot. And if I'm just posting something I enjoy doing, then that's okay. I don't want to invest the time to turn into a different person just to attract people to watch. I just want to be me, and people want to watch me being me. That is easy. So keep that in mind when you are becoming who you're going to be online, because once you start a following, that's who they expect. So if you're going to pretend to be something that you're not, and it's work to do that, just know that you're going to have to morph into that person, or you're going to have to figure out how to consistently be that person comfortably. So best advice I can give is be yourself and just try and get comfortable in front of the camera. Set the camera up and talk to the camera, just for yourself. Just set it up, record yourself doing a couple of things, watch them, pick yourself apart, have a couple of close friends, send the videos to them, ask them for their honest input, and be clear with them. Just say, you're not going to hurt my feelings, I want brutal honesty, and see what they say. And friends will still always be soft on you anyway, just because they love you, especially if you're a good person. And I appreciate that, but honesty is key in making you grow, succeed, or fail. You know, if everybody can just be brutally honest, it'll help the world go around a lot better. Because if somebody told me brutally honest, you're not going to make it, you are terrible in front of the camera, you're ugly, you're whatever, your Boston accent is terrible, whatever it might be, then I won't waste the time, and I'll just do my own thing doing whatever I'm going to do. But anyway, chime in, please. Give me your feedback on this. Share this one if you can. I'd like to mainly get this out to people that are starting off, so they know what they're getting into a little bit. And also one last thing is the way they pay in like 28 to 32 day periods or whatever it is. But I think it takes just about a month to get that first paycheck. Once you get through that month, they figure out what it's going to be. It takes a couple of days for them to calculate all the views and all that stuff. And then they'll say, you know, your payment will be on the way of X amount of dollars. And then it can take a couple of weeks to a month, I believe, for the paycheck to actually hit you. So you know to expect that also. But I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. I think it's breaking me out of my shy shell and getting me more comfortable in front of the camera for sure, and whatnot. Anyway, rambling is officially over. Please share this, help somebody else out, help me out. If you can subscribe to the channel, like, comment, whatever you can do. And sharing, I think, is the biggest thing that helps. It gets more people to watch and whatnot, because I have no income. I'm working on this place out of my bank account, and that is going to dwindle faster than I expected. So anyway, if you can help out, great. If not, if you can take something from this and help you move forward, that's even better. I like helping people. It's a genuine part of me. Thanks for stepping in. You guys are awesome. And we'll get another house video posted tomorrow. And if I post this to my car channel, I'll post something soon with more car content. Thanks for watching.